Hello everyone, if you've not seen this before, this is my top RC hobby P51 Mustang 450mm version, and ordinarily these have about 62 grams of thrust. And what I've done, I've taken all the electronics out of this and I've put in a new receiver that can run a brushless motor, and it's got ASX3 gyro in it, so it's 3-axis gyro, but it doesn't do auto leveling, it's just a wind combating gyro. I've got a HTRC Hornet 2-3S 12 amp ESC in it, and the motor is a Emax 1408 2300 kV. The prop is a Gemfan 5030 prop. The battery that's in it now is a 3S Downing battery, which I did, if you've watched my previous video, you'll see that this has gone from 60 grams of thrust to now 280 grams of thrust, and with a 2S battery in it like this one, it's got 160 grams of thrust in it, and with the 160, that's lots, that's plenty. And putting the 3S in it is a bit mental, but that's about right for me. Right, so the next shot you should see is me throwing this into the air with 3S in it. Right then, here we go. I'm a little bit nervous about this, to be honest, but there's only one way to find out how it flies and if it's balanced right, and that is to throw it. So the wind's coming straight down the field. I'm going to flow it slightly off to the right with a slight kink to the right, because it always torque rolls to the left, and I'm going to give it quite a bit of power as well, and it should pretty much go straight up there. The wind's dropped off a little bit now, but anyway, here we go. Oh, there we go, we are up. Right, the balance don't feel too bad. That's pretty good. Ooh. I'm quite nervous. It's quite fast. So I'm going to head up, put a bit of power on, head up, look at that. And back off the power a bit. And I keep it up there a bit, I think. A couple of bits of up trim, I think. Whoa, it's quite fast. I think I've got on about half throttle, if that, at the moment. I'm just going to keep quiet and concentrate. It's a lot smoother than it was, because I've got some Expo in now. I put some Expo in it to make it a bit smoother. It's definitely better. Still needs a little bit of up trim, which I think I'll do when I point it back into the wind. Oh, it's a lot smoother. Right, that's better. I think I've got it trimmed out about right. It does feel quite heavy, and I am quite nervous. I might need to take a bit of the Expo out of it actually, to get a bit more movement out of it. Right. Still a bit nose heavy, but I kind of expected that with the 3S in it. It's got it weighs 117 grams now. Before it weighed 84. smoother with the Expo. I probably could have do with putting a bit more in it. A bit less, sorry. So it does a bit more what I want. I'm keeping it higher up today because I don't want to crash it. I really don't want to crash it. Right, see if I can bring it past quite fast. Right, I'm going to nail it now. That's still not full throttle though. I'm going to roll it at the top to a split S. Oh, that worked out. That worked out. I'm going to take it up and over. Oh, this is alright. Oh, bit low. Power it up again. See if I can bring it past myself fast. Whoa, look at that. Straight up. Straight up. Power off. Into a loop. Another loop. Oh, that's brilliant. Quite high up now, look. So, slow it down a bit. And do a powerful loop at the top there. Oh, big wide loop. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's definitely a lot smoother now I've got the Expo in on the elevator. Still have to hold a bit of up elevator in though because of the weight. I'm going to try and put a bit more up trimming. See what that does. Oh, my legs are shaking. See if I can do a speedy past. Right, that's full throttle. Into wind, obviously. And go straight up, up it goes, up, into a loop with the throttle off a bit. Nah, I think I've had the battery's worth, so I'm going to bring it into land now. Well, try. And hopefully I'll bring it past me, on my left, and then land it. Oh no, sorry, I'm going to go round. I'm landing downwind. Alright, here we go. Coming in for landing. Throttle's low. Alright, throttle off. Ooh, bit of a tumble there, but that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. I think the extra thrust, I think it's hit a threshold aerodynamically, but it don't go much faster with an extra 100 grams of thrust, which is interesting. Now then, let's see. Everything okay? Yeah, we're all okay, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, the battery's just gone, look. It's just gone. I was right on the threshold there. Right, this is flight number 4. And we've got 3S on again now. It should be a bit nose heavy again now. I'll have to be watchful for it. On launching could be done better. I'm not doing great at the launching, but here we go again. Whew. Oh yeah, it's definitely got more oomph with that 3S in it. Oh, it's balanced quite nicely now as well. How much throttle have I got on? About 40%. And it's flying around quite nicely at that. Let's see if I can leave it at that. Not touch it. Oh, is that wanting to turn left a bit? Is a little bit. A little bit of right trim. Right, so that's just 40%. That's flying quite nice, isn't it? 40%, and I don't need to accelerate. Yeah, 40%. It's quite nice. I'm going to bring it up and around. I've got flies hanging around my head. Yeah, so that's just 40% now, full throttle. Whoa, look at that. Straight up, back to 40% with a loop. Yeah, loop. Oh yeah. It's got some real power now. Straight up, that's 3/4 power, then power off, roll it round. Oh, look at that, straight up. I think I'm not going to keep it up too long. I think that's about it. I'm going to bring it in. So that's power off, just gliding. Just going to glide it. Yeah, well, that's about as good as it gets. That was cool.